Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the Tulane Green Wave and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here come the Mustangs. SMU making noise last year, going 9-4. Brett Lashley continues to be one of the most dynamic play callers and coaches in college sports. His terrific quarterback returns, and the Ponies look to ride again in college football in 2026. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Mustangs offense will start this game off with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every...
There he goes! Quick step and go! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The keeper on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Finds his man, it's Knight. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Turns it loose. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and 10
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under fire. Breaks loose. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
At the 38-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. Number 96.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes the catch. It's Lewis.
The second down pass completed to the line. Taken down at the 30. Third down coming.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Gain of 12. Unit up for first down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Tulane opens play in the final period with a first down. The run inside. It's McClure. There's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments, in big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Now on the option. Keeps it on 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.